Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. And today I'm going to share with you the ups and downs of my first week in my weight loss journey. Now, I wish I could say it was all smooth sailings, but honestly, since day one, it's been kind of a rocky start. And day two had some ups and downs as well, but I'm still determined as ever to make it work. All right, so starting off day one, I had really high hopes for the day. I had my list of foods, all of my calories counted, the whole 9 yards. But the problem was I forgot to prep all my meals for the week. But I thought I could just wing it, did some healthy choices throughout my day, but spoiler alert, didn't happen. Not one bit. Now instead of, a balanced meal, I just ended up eating some cinnamon toast crunch for breakfast, and just grabbing some fast food throughout the day since we were on the go and we did have a lot of things to do. And then for dinner, we ended up going to the fair. So I really just decided to, just count that day as a loss, restart the next morning, and just enjoy my day. Don't let my failure to plan on my part bring down the mood. This was a major setback to me, but I refused to let it define the rest of my week as well. Now, moving to day two, it was a little better, and I was determined to make up for day one, but it didn't go quite as expected either. I was able to make my overnight oats as planned, but honestly, they just tasted like straight up protein powder and little too soupy for my liking as well. So what I ended up doing was just scrapping that, change up the recipe a little bit, and honestly, it did taste a lot better the rest of the week. For lunch, I decided to prep the rest of my meals. So I started off with the stir fry, and to no one's surprise, it was a fail as well. Now, it wasn't really a fail as far as not doing it. It was more of a I just can't cook it. So the noodles I got, I'll include a pic right here for you as well, were just too slimy, even when cooked. And when I went to add my onion powder to it, that little plastic part that keeps everything inside the bottle, well, wasn't on there. And so I had about half a bottle of onion powder in my sauce for the stir fry. So I ended up pouring out most of that and trying to add some water to it to make it a little bit better. But no, the whole thing was just nasty. So breakfast and lunch ruined. It really just made me want to just stop right there, especially after having a terrible day one and just, pick up on this whole journey later on. And, at this point, it really would have been just easier to throw in the towel. But then I thought to myself, this is really all just part of it. There are going to be setbacks, there are going to be complications no matter what throughout any journey you take. And it's all about, learning from them and pushing forward. So I decided to just try and go with some other options as well. So I decided to try some other foods out and just not let it really get to me. Now I did spend some more time searching meal prep plans, and I did find a simple, foolproof recipe that hopefully I couldn't mess up, and luckily I didn't. Now, a high note for the day though, my hamburger rice bowl was delicious. And with only being four ingredients, it wasn't really that hard to mess up. Now, from day three forward, things really did start to look up for me. I did prep my meals. I made my overnight oats and replaced the stir fried with just air fried barbecue chicken and rice, which I'm not a huge chicken fan, so I tried to stay away from it, but I figured the barbecue chicken being air fried would honestly be a pretty good choice. I kept the hamburger bowls as my meal prep as well. Now, my biggest challenge I feel like in this whole thing is really going to be my struggle with soda. Now, I've been trying to cut back. I've been trying to limit myself to one bottle of soda a day compared to, I usually have like a cup from McDonald's or like a 44-ounce soda. So I feel like just cutting it back to at least one bottle a day for now is just fine. It will count it will cut out a lot of those unnecessary calories that I did realize I was consuming. And those sugary drinks, just they've always been my go-to for a long time, and breaking that habit is going to be really tough for me. Now, on a positive note, I have been making a conscious effort to increase my water intake, and by doing that, I'm just simply carrying around a 64-ounce bottle with me, just trying to finish it usually throughout my day at work before 5. You know, for every one soda I have been drinking, I've been trying to drink at least 3 bottles of water equivalent in size, even though that really doesn't make up for drinking the Dr. Pepper. And yeah, now let's talk about how I was feeling mentally and physically throughout the week. Now, I will have to admit, this week I did feel really sluggish and weak and just kind of low on energy after about day 3, just because, your body's adjusting to the changes in the diet and lifestyle. And it really wasn't easy to just stay focused on eating those foods. But I did find that sunflower seeds have been kind of holding me over as well. Because you didn't have like 50 sunflower seeds and it equals one serving of pretty much nothing. The only downside, it does have a lot of sodium in it, so I will have to cut back on that eventually as well. But I do know those feelings I get, the sluggishness, the low energy, all that's going to go away after a while. Now, before I sign off, I do want to share my progress so far with you guys. And I have strayed away from weighing myself every single day. And I did decide to wait until the last day of each week before doing so. That way, I'm not solely focused on what the scale says. Now, so this morning, when I stepped on the scale, my current weight is 345.8. Now, it's almost 2 pounds less than a week ago, which, it is just the beginning. It is going to be a little slow to start off. And I did have some ups and downs, so I'm not disappointed with it, but I know just from here it is the beginning. I'm excited to see how well I do in the next following weeks. So that's how my first week of my weight loss journey went. From, a rocky start to a fresh beginning. One thing I want to remember is that setbacks happen to all of us, but what matters is how we respond to them. Now, I am determined to keep pushing forward, developing my plan, and, hopefully start going to the gym here in the next week or two. And, I hope this video inspires someone else to do the same. Now, if you have experienced setbacks on your weight loss journey, or if you have any tips and tricks for meal prepping, please just share them in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more updates on my journey. And just thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video.